Alright, so before we start, I just want to say a few things. This episode was supposed to come out on Wednesday of last week, as stated in the episode and during the last episode. So that didn't happen because me and Nate weren't able to record another episode last week, so I'm just putting this one out on Monday, which you guys already know. But we will be back next Monday for another podcast. Anyway, we weren't recording with our usual setup this time, so things might sound a little different, and I apologize for that. I've done everything I can to patch up the audio so it sounds good, but it's still going to be a little bit different from usual. Other than that, my opinions of Birds of Prey have changed since this episode. We will go over that next Monday on the next episode that we record. Other than that, I think that's it. Have fun listening, I guess. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dumpster Diving. I feel like I just had a stroke. Me and Nate just got back from seeing Birds of Prey. Nate, what are your thoughts?
So I feel like we should go over what the movie is. Birds of Prey is I don't want to say sequel. It's just like it's Harley Quinn's movie off of the first Suicide Squad because obviously it's tied in. It follows her and this girl named Cassandra Cain. The antagonist is Black Mask, Roman Sionis. And the other two characters are Huntress and Black Canary. And it kind of just follows, I guess the plot is Cassandra Cain took this thing from Roman that Roman wants. And Black Canary works for Roman, but she doesn't want to work for Roman. And there's Renee Montoya, who is the detective, who's trying to bust them. And she's trying to bust Roman. And it's just, God. Huntress is just there.
Yeah, I have no clue what she actually does in the story. She doesn't really do anything.
I mean, she does something. She does a few things. I'm kind of, without talking about spoilers.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
I just feel like, yeah, we'll get to spoilers later. I'm concerned. I'm concerned because I just don't know how to feel. There's some parts that I liked about it. Let's go over our pros and our cons.
Ewan McGregor was a really good Black Mask.
Yeah, that's my pro.
Okay, now can we get into cons?
No, I want to keep going on pros. I have a few things that I want to get over. So, I gotta think.
You know what's funny? I actually think the movie had a pretty good story, but the editing was just so awful and terrible.
They kept doing this thing where they would show something and go, wait, I should go back.
Oh my god, what? So terrible.
Oh, and I think compared to Harley Quinn's kind of the narrator in this, which is very Deadpool-esque, I guess. They took a lot.
They did take a lot from Deadpool. It was a little bit ridiculous.
Like the constant, hold on, I should rewind. I should rewind and explain to you this and this and this. Also, her voice is very annoying. I don't know if anybody can actually tolerate that. And it's not anything against Margot Robbie. I'm not
No, Margot Robbie's a good actress. Whatever accent they have her doing is terrible. I don't even know what it is.
Because compared to like the Harley Quinn show, she's bearable. This just seems like, I'm a constant dialect. Blah, 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 blah.
Good God.
I don't know. Sorry, we're not talking about cons yet. I want to go over my pros. I'm going to go over my pros. Roman Sionis is actually, he feels like he has a presence there. And I think that's really important. And I think it's a totally different take on the character from the comics, which is a breath of fresh air, and it's renewing, and I think it's cool. And I think he was probably my favorite part of the movie next to Black Canary, which I feel like Black Canary felt like the one that was most grounded in reality. Everything else just seems so, like, just wacky and obscure, which could be good, which could be great, but I don't know. It just doesn't flow as well to me. And, so I think Black Canary was good, and I think Black Mask was good. Oh my god, is there anything else that I think was good? Renee Montoya had some cool parts. Um, okay, there was a few shots that I thought were cool. There's a few shots that I thought were cool that were in the
I
trailer too,
thought
so I
that
don't really
she
want to
was the
spoil.
stupidest character to add to this movie. Renee
Who?
Montoya.
Sure. I think Huntress is
Yeah,
honestly.
Huntress didn't need to be there anyway. I don't know why this wasn't just Harley Quinn and Canary.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, is it con time?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
think you should
con
go over
time.
cons. I think you should go over your
Oh my
cons first.
god. So they do this thing in the movie where they go from a plot point and then they rewind like to the beginning of that story, which is
That was
not
about
how
like
you tell a story.
yeah, I think they do it about three
No, it's
times.
more than that. I counted at least
More than
4.
three? No, I only remember it
It
being
was at
like
least
three.
4. I was counting.
Oh my god. Okay.
God, it was so bad. Which sucks because I think the movie actually had sort of some good scenes.
Yeah, it had really good elements. Like whenever I'm not like throwing any kind of like spoilers or anything yet, but there's a lot of cool Black Mask stuff that he does, and his character is pretty funny. I will say that. I was laughing at him more than I was laughing at the main character, and she's a clown. Um, God, I'm trying to think of pros, and I can't gush about anything.
I know. So Jared Leto Joker or Ewan McGregor Black Mask?
Ewan McGregor
Yeah,
Black
hands down.
Mask, hands down. Yeah, I'm like, well, is that even a
Um,
question?
no, it's really not.
No, they had obviously Jared Leto's not in it, and she broke up with the Joker. No, she didn't break up with her. He more like threw her out and dumped her.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he was in like a few flashback scenes, just like green hair,
yeah.
and
You
that
just
was
saw
it.
green hair and white stained something, white stained arms.
Yeah, which that's the thing too. They always call back like, since she's not with the Joker, we can do whatever we want with her. And we're like, is the Joker even really that threatening? Because all of the world building in Suicide Squad, he didn't seem that threatening. He just seemed like a nutty
Will
gangster.
you live?
Yeah, no. Like even Black Mask feels like he has a higher presence than the
Oh
Joker
yeah,
in this movie.
like Ewan McGregor is the best part of this movie by far. I don't know
Yeah,
why they just didn't give him a bigger part in the movie. He's in most of the movie. Like he may share the same amount of screen time as Margot Robbie, which is good.
yeah, yeah. So continuing on cons, um, there I understand this movie was R rated, um, but there was gore, but there wasn't like there's just scenes where you would think there would be obvious gore. Like whenever like I'm not gonna spoil anything again. Like in most fight scenes, some of that stuff would like obviously like blood would spew out or something like that. It never
I
did.
mean, there was a lot of breaking bones that would justify the R rating.
Yeah, but then there's also just the blatant just language, which normally I don't have a problem with, but whenever it's the same thing I have problems with like a lot of TV shows nowadays where they're just vulgar for no
Yeah,
purpose. Like The Kid, Cassandra Cain. She's fucking annoying
yeah.
the whole movie. She was bothering the shit out of me the whole time. She's like, "Ooh, I'm a thief. Look at me. I'm a rebel. Blah 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 blah. Fuck shit ass bitch." I'm like, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Like, we get your spiel. You're edgy. Cool. I'm gonna swallow a diamond.
God, it's
I did.
86 on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yeah, this thing got a 92%, and all the weebs on the internet were like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be so good." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, no, 92
Mm-hmm.
my ass. What was the other score? The
The
meta score?
Metacritic score is 59.
59. I think that this movie is about a
IMDb
60%.
is 6.6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's where I'd put it. I'd put it about 6 or a 5.
Mm,
5 out of
yeah,
10.
I'd say right at a 6.
I think the movie doesn't do anything. revolutionary for the world building, but I don't even think they care that much. There was no after credit scene or anything like that to potentially say anything about the future, besides some other stuff that they established at the end, I guess. It just, I'd say this is like, I wouldn't say this is Ant-Man and the Wasp level movie. I'd say it's like a fucking see it if you like Suicide Squad, because if you like Suicide Squad, I bet you're gonna nut over this movie. You're like, oh my god, it's gonna be great. Oh my god, I love DC. This is my shit.
You're entitled to have whatever opinions you have. I thought Suicide Squad was garbage, but if you like it, then that's fine.
If you like it, fine. More praise to you, because I can't like that shit.
Can't even watch it again. I had to stop in the middle of it.
Yeah, no. I saw it in theaters once, and I was like, you know what? That's not horrible. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, ugh, I would have to throw up. This one, it felt separate from what Suicide Squad. It felt separate from that, but it also felt like you weren't really going anywhere with it. I just felt,
You know, if Jared Leto was still the Joker, and if God, what's his name? Who's Batman again?
Robert
No,
Pattinson
old
or
Batman.
Ben
Yeah,
Affleck.
if Ben Affleck was still there, they both would have been in the movie. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like it
feel
would have been
like
more
if
complete if that was there. Not that you can't make a good movie without Batman and the Joker. They just seem like they were written out of the story.
yeah, kinda. I'll tell you why they were written out of the story, because we didn't release the Snyder cut and they lost everybody their
Mm-hmm.
jobs because we didn't get the
Yeah.
movie we wanted.
Release the
That's
Snyder Cut,
sarcasm.
everyone.
Do not. No.
Please, if you ever see a post on Instagram that says release the Snyder Cut at MasterNate17, he'll love it.
Yeah, I'll love it. I'll tattoo it on my balls. Release the Snyder cut. And I'll send it to Zack Snyder, Daddy Zack, and he'll just be like, "Oh my god, I love this. I love this support, you guys. I'm gonna maybe like throw it out there. I'm gonna maybe throw it out there, giving all his fans blue balls for something they're not gonna get. And you know what? If it does come out, whatever. Prove me wrong. I don't think it's gonna be great either way.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like I should throw this out there too. I'm a big DC fan.
Yeah.
I like a lot of these characters. I just like good movies. So I would like these two things to coincide with each other. And I feel like if you like this movie just because of the characters, and you praise this movie just because of the characters, I feel like that's not a valid argument for a lot of the giant not plot holes, but like just the giant like just mess that it was with like the constant flashbacks and it does have a good story. It does have a good story.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it. It's just Huntress. They kept just reminding you what Huntress was, because obviously they were like, oh, she's a badass with
Well,
a
I mean, they sort
crossbow.
of had to do that. They threw her in as a character and not as just like, ooh, I'm gonna go kill people halfway into the fucking story. Like, they had to. They didn't even write a plot for her. She's just in the movie.
Yeah, she just wanted to kill certain people. All right, I feel like we can't really go on unless
Hey
we
guys,
keep
spoiler
unless
warning.
we want.
Sorry.
Okay, spoiler. So Huntress's motivation is she was part of this mob family who's really rich, because apparently there's like a million of those in Gotham.
Whenever she was a kid.
Um, Whenever she was a kid, she comes home and like the other rival mob family killed him, and so she's going after she gets adopted by this random crew member from the other gang, and he's like, "Ooh, I have a soft spot for this girl. I'm gonna take her to my family." And where was it?
Yeah, Sicily.
Sicily. And I'm gonna train her to be a
Oh,
badass. And
and
then
his family just so happens to be assassins.
assassins and
Mm-hmm.
ninjas and shit. So she's like, I'm gonna go kill everybody as my revenge. And so
If
she
this
does.
guy, if this guy is like, oh, Victor Zaz is also one of the people who just randomly guns these people down. I don't know what to do anymore.
It's just So her motivation was completed by the end of the movie, and then they were like, "Well, since I'm here, I might as well help you guys." And they're like, "Okay, whatever." What a pointless way to throw her in there. Also, I don't understand how she knew where to go half the time.
Nate, it's because she's a badass with a motorcycle.
Okay. But, like, I don't understand how she knew to meet them at Amusement Mile. Unless I totally missed something, then fuck me if I did, because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
remember seeing how she got there. She's a
Cassandra
badass with a
Cain.
crossbow, Nate.
I know she's a badass with a crossbow. I just
She
want to go over
wrecked
each
her
character.
motorcycle. Do you know how badass that is?
It's very badass. She wrecked her motorcycle. Um, I feel like we should go over
She
every character.
saved the
So
day,
I guess
Nate.
Harley. Shut up. Anyway, I want to talk about Roman for a little bit. I want to talk about Roman. Roman owns this
Okay,
club.
Roman's Black Mask, by the way, for anyone who hasn't
Yeah,
seen
Roman
it and is
Sionis.
actually sticking around to this point.
Um, Black Mask owns this club, and obviously he's a dirty like mob leader, and he owns this club, and he's obviously psychotic. He's got like all these people that do him wrong, and he gets Zaz, who is his bodyguard slash helper. I don't know what he is because Zaz calls him boss, so I figured he's just like his assistant. And he's all like, "Well, you made me mad, so you're dead. You're dead. You're dead." And it's kind of funny because he's kind of a germaphobe the whole movie.
Mm. He's a germaphobe for like 2 scenes.
Yeah, but he's constantly saying he's like, "Oh, great place, but
Mm-hmm.
it was really dirty," or some shit like that. He obviously likes clean
Yeah.
shit, and he doesn't like to get himself and his hands dirty, but he will if he has to, and that's kind of a good execution. Um,
I sort of feel like the
what
writers
else?
didn't even write that character. Ewan just showed up to the set and was like, "This is my show. I'm just gonna create this character based on," because it didn't even seem like Black Mask. The only thing
No,
that
it felt
seemed like Black Mask about him was the Black Mask at the very end of the movie.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't think he did most of that. I think that he was a great choice for it
Yeah.
and everything. I want to give the writers credit if they did do that. Um, Zaz is there just to be a body
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. Um, kind of like the threatening point for Sionis in some points, where he's like in the car with Canary and he knows that she's fucking sneaking around, all that shit, kind of betraying him. He's kind of trying to be the threatening point that Sionis is like, "Ooh, I'm happy go lucky, but my dark side, I'll let Zaz do it." So yeah, Harley just at the beginning she's at the club a lot too.
Oh my god, it shows Harley Quinn getting drunk at this club 3 different times in the movie. And it's all the
Yeah,
same time that she's getting drunk. How why
yeah,
why do you tell a story that
but
way?
she
I just don't understand.
But she's going nuts because she's like, me and the Joker broke up and it's all over and I just gotta go crazy and get drunk and shit.
Mhm.
So she breaks this dude's legs at the beginning. And all these people hate her and want to kill her, and she's so obsessed over this egg sandwich, which really isn't funny. I mean, I know you're laughing at it, but
Laughing at how ridiculous it is.
I mean, that's
And
kind of
it
the
comes
point.
back at the
You're
very
supposed to
end of the
laugh.
movie.
Yeah, and she's like, I lost something that I love to notice that all these people hate me because they ruined my egg sandwich. And like normally I'd laugh at something that's so stupid, but I just didn't think it was funny, and it was like a reoccurring joke every once in a while. Harley has this relationship with this old Asian man at a
An
Chinese
Asian man who
restaurant.
just so happens to know every bad guy in town.
Yeah, in all of
Mhm.
Gotham. Yeah. He calls her White Lotus Flower, which I thought was kind of funny. She also has this hyena
I like
named
the
Bruce.
hyena.
Yeah, I like the hyena as well, but oh
Oh,
yeah.
the hyena
So
like dies halfway in the movie, and then he shows up,
and
and
then
they just explain it away like he was roaming Chinatown, and she found him.
yeah. Speaking of, we were talking about Black Mask. So his build up to all the way to the end kind of sucks because he just like spoilers. We already said spoilers. He just ends up just blowing up and fucking
Dude, that
dying.
was so unexpected. I was already so done with the movie at that point. just
Yeah,
okay. So the kid says something like, "I stole your ring, Harley," and then pulls out the pin from a grenade and has the ring on her finger, and then Harley just like judo kicks Black Mask off of this pier, and he explodes in half. That was gory. That's
yeah, that
like
was gory.
the only time that they really showed off that R rating. That and like 6 people break their legs in the movie.
Yeah, I will say this: there were some fight scenes where I was like, you know what, that was kind of badass.
Yeah, I
That was
actually
cool.
like
I
the
like the way
fight
that looked.
scenes. Especially the one. God, there was one that had me cackling. The one in the evidence room at the police department. It was so ridiculous. I was laughing the entire time.
See that I gotta tag in on that because there was parts that I didn't like about Wonder Woman that were in this. The constant slow mo
Yeah.
during fights is annoying. I don't understand why people keep doing it. There was one where she shoots a confetti cannon at a guy and it looked pretty, so I was like, okay, that looks cool. But whenever you're just kicking somebody in slow
Mm-hmm.
motion, it's like, okay, this is just kick the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? I don't want to see it in slow motion for like the sixth time in a row.
And they do that in all the fight scenes. There's just random slow mo. I
Yeah.
don't I don't understand why everything has to be slow mo.
The canary cry was in the movie
The
as well.
very
It was in the
very
trailer
end. It's in
too.
the trailer?
hmm
Then why the fuck did they keep it till the very end of the movie?
Yeah, I was expecting them to utilize it a lot more. But the thing was, I was expecting like this hurling screech, right?
And it's like a
But it
low
was,
thing.
yeah, it's like a low, just like, woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Looks like whenever Aquaman's communicating with the fish in
Yeah.
Super Friends.
But so she does this, and all these crew members go flying back because it's a powerful force. But then Harley just rolls in some roller skates in front of her, and she doesn't go flying; she just rolls faster.
Mm-hmm.
And while all of Roman's guys are flying out of the air and shit, but Harley, no, she's just riding.
There's this one scene where Harley hurls a cell phone at someone and it knocks them completely down.
I mean, yeah, oh yeah, she
She
did knock
knocked
her
her
ass
ass
out with a
out with a
phone.
cell phone.
It wasn't even a
No, it
Nokia. I don't
wasn't.
understand how the fuck she did
It was
that.
like a BlackBerry something. Like who the fuck uses
Yeah,
BlackBerry anymore?
she knocked out Renoya. Wait, Renoya? What the fuck's
God,
her
I
name?
don't know. The female cop chick, Montoya.
Montoya. I'm mixing her. Renee Montoya. I was saying Ratoya because that's her fucking first and last name, and I was mixing it. Um, yeah, she quits the force. Well, no, she gets let go at first, and then she's getting drunk in her apartment, and Black Canary is texting her because Black Canary is working with her because she was like, I don't want to work for no copper and shit like that. And then she's like, I know your mama, and your mom wouldn't appreciate you doing this, and I wouldn't let your mom die or whatever. And she's like, okay, so I'm in to help you do whatever. Against Roman Sionis, this scary motherfucker.
So like,
So
is her mom the original Black Canary or something?
no, because she's Dinah Lance, and Dinah Lance is a Black Canary. I don't know. She said your mom had power, and I know you have her power too. And I'm just like, well, who was her
I
mom
know.
then?
I just
And I don't know much about Black Canary's
me
lore, so I
either.
could be completely dumb. I could be completely dumb. It could just be an Easter egg. Speaking of Easter eggs, I noticed one, and she literally went out of her way to go, "Hey, I know that
Yeah.
guy," because
I'm
subtlety
sure
doesn't
Logan shit his
exist.
pants whenever he saw that.
I don't feel like.
I don't even know if he would have seen it. So in the
Yeah, she
police
would have.
station, Harley Quinn is walking out of a door after this policeman gives her information, and she sees a wanted poster for um, God, Captain
Captain Boomerang.
Boomerang. That's it. Isn't Captain Boomerang and Harley Quinn the only two returning Suicide Squad members that's gonna be in the new movie?
Yeah, that I can remember
Yeah.
at least. I think
Yeah, and
so.
she goes, "Oh, I know that guy."
Yeah.
It's the only
Ugh.
Easter egg that we
Um,
notice.
yeah, there's probably a ton more. So the end of the movie, they save Cassandra from Black Mask. Black
Okay,
Mask blows
okay,
up into
okay.
a
Wait,
million giblets.
before we go into the end of the movie, the plot point of the entire movie is based on this girl, Cassandra Cain, pickpocketing Victor Zaz and eating a diamond and not shitting for the entire movie.
Hmm. Yeah,
This is
that's
like,
crazy.
how long do you think that this goes on for? Is it like a day, over 2 days?
Yeah, because she gets, I think it's 2 days. I think it's a span of 2 days because she gets kicked out at night. But then they go straight to Amusement Mile, so maybe it was just one day.
So this, mm, the movie is so self aware of its flaws. Like the entire movie, whenever Huntress is on screen, they're making fun of her.
Yeah.
And at the very end of the movie, in order to like explain away how she didn't shit the entire movie, they're like, "Oh, she must have a stomach of steel."
Yeah, they're like, oh, she can't shit. And then she's like, oh, I guess I'll magically get up and shit now.
Mm-hmm. All it took was some
Um,
Mexican.
yeah, they were at a Mexican place eating, some burritos. And yeah, she already chugged like laxatives
Yep.
and stuff too.
And prune
So I
juice.
was just like, okay.
And probably some
Oh yeah, and
fiber.
prune juice.
Just
Yeah.
everything that would just knock me out and onto the shitter in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but she has a stomach of
Yeah.
steel,
She's
Brandon.
a superhero.
Yeah. Um,
Cassandra caged ass.
Cassandra Cage. No, Cassandra
Yeah.
Cain. You said
Yeah, because
Cage.
she's got a caged ass. God.
Whatever. She's really annoying the whole
Mm-hmm.
movie. Like she just really wants to be like, "Ooh, I'm out here. Look at me. I'm not like your average kid." And obviously, it does show that her adopted parents, she's
Mm-hmm.
adopted, are arguing because Canary knows her because they live in the same building. And Canary's like, "Go get food," and gave her like $10 or some shit. And so obviously Canary cares about the girl as she's working for Roman, and Roman's like, "I want that diamond," and this kid steals the diamond and eats it.
Yeah, so the entire plot, they're trying to get this kid for the diamond, and apparently Black Mask likes to chop people's faces off, which I didn't know was a Black Mask thing to do.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah. It
It was pretty funny.
reminds me of Hush.
Um, oh, one thing that bothered me straight off the bat. As soon as the movie starts, it's an animated sequence of like what all's happened since
Mm-hmm.
Suicide Squad, and I think that is the most annoying thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I cannot stand animated sequences at the beginning of a movie.
Especially whenever the movie's
I
not
think this
animated. Ooh, have you ever seen an animated movie where they animate the beginning in a different art style?
no.
Monsters Inc.
Well, that's different. It's a bunch of doors.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a bunch of doors, and it's not like Wazowski going, so we graduated Monsters University, blah, 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 blah. No, it's Harley Quinn going, I was adopted, and me and the Joker broke up, and now I'm
Like,
sad.
why couldn't you just start the movie on a good flashback sequence?
Yeah, which is fine. Or just like, I don't know. 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 It's because there's just so many flashback sequences, too, already in the movie. Because they really would go from plot point to plot point and then go, oh, wait, we forgot to explain this. Go back.
And the thing is, you could have told every single bit of that in order. And it would have
Yeah,
made
you could have.
so much more sense.
Yeah, but I guess it would have been kind of boring then.
Why would it be boring?
I don't know. It would just be like, oh, this is kind of dragging on for too long. I would think that. I don't know. I don't know. I could just be talking out of my ass. Because, I mean, for Huntress, I think it makes sense to go back and explain it. There's a thing where she can't introduce herself and be badass without
Yeah, I
shooting
like that
somebody with
one.
a crossbow.
That was a good scene.
Um, I thought it was decent. I was like, okay. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this movie besides I think it's 5 out of 10 is what
I'd
I'd put
say
it.
6 out
I
of
put it at
10.
5 out of 10.
Just because I thought it
I
was
mean,
hilarious. All for all the
I thought
wrong
it,
reasons.
yeah, I mean, I laughed at some shit. I laughed at a lot of shit that Roman did rather than everybody else. I thought Harley, when she was fighting at some points, I thought it was funny because she was kind of breaking this dude's legs 6 different times. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. But I really think Cassandra Cain was my least favorite part of that entire movie.
And she's the main plot point.
Yeah, because she swallowed a diamond. Because
Mm-hmm.
she's a pickpocket thief.
But Nate, she's more than a pickpocket thief. She has abusive parents.
Who cares?
And a broken arm.
Okay. I'm damaged. I'm going to write it on my
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
forehead. Oh yeah, and then she does that at the end of the movie. She's all Harley'd up at the end because her and Harley run off to do
Yeah.
whatever.
Harley takes on an apprentice.
I got an apprentice. I'm my own person, which is fine. You know, go be your own person. That's great. But the show's already doing that, and the show's doing way better. Also, a lot of stuff happens at night in Gotham City. Where the fuck is Batman doing in this
He's
shit?
getting recast.
He's getting recast. He's just fucking like brooding at his computer.
Mm-hmm.
So Ace Chemicals blew up yesterday, and I'm not going out to patrol the city.
Can
Yeah,
you
no, it
imagine
doesn't
what
make
would
any
happen
sense.
in an Arkham game if Ace Chemicals blew up?
He'd be
Yeah.
all over it the next day. As soon as it happened, he probably would have stopped it from happening in the first
Well, I
place.
don't know. Harley was sort of. It was sort of
Oh
last
yeah, she was
minute.
drunk. She was drunk
Mm-hmm.
when she did it, and some truck driver was taking a piss, so she stole his fuel truck, which just so happened to be right in front of Ace Chemicals.
Ace Chemicals look cool in
It's,
this one.
yeah, it was blowing up with like a bunch of
I
fireworks
don't
and
know
shit.
why fireworks are in Ace Chemicals, but it looked cool, so.
It's a chemical
Mm-hmm.
reaction. They're like colors and shit. Because when she fell in the chemicals, it dyed her
I
hair.
know, right? And her skin.
Yeah, remember that? That was crazy.
There's this one guy that apparently killed Huntress's family, and Joker and Harley, which is the only time that you see Joker in this entire movie. They tattooed his face, so he tried to kill Harley for it.
I don't know why they didn't just kill him.
I don't know why either. Because
Like,
she
let's tattoo
dared
him and throw him
him.
in the street. It's like, I dare you to tattoo this man and leave him alive. No, the Joker would have been like, what the hell are you talking about? And probably would have shot him in the face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I just,
I'm not gonna kill
I'm gonna
him.
tattoo you
Really,
and throw you in the
really
middle of the road.
bad.
And then I'm gonna wait until this movie. So then she has a plot point to run away from somebody else. Because everybody hates her in this movie.
Yeah.
Except for even the Asian guy who rats her out. The old Asian man.
You know, how did they open the movie? Was it her getting shit faced?
It was the
No, no,
animated
no, no, no.
sequence.
After the animated sequence.
Yeah, it was that, and then it showed her getting the hyena and shit.
Okay. So it was her getting
Yeah, and
shit faced, and then she bought a hyena, and then she tried to go get a sandwich, and then
yeah.
everyone's chasing her, and then suddenly she's back to getting shit faced.
It was like, wait, we gotta rewind about this.
And they do that twice. And she's about to get captured. They do this twice in the same chase scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they did that in Deadpool
Yeah,
as
but
well.
Deadpool's good. This entire movie was just trying to be Deadpool.
No, I don't
Are you
think
kidding
so.
me?
I mean, kinda. They took some aspects of it. Ugh, I don't want to say. I think that
She
I
talked
want to
to
say
the
it
camera,
stands out
Nate.
away from it, but I know she talked to the. There was constant fourth wall
Mm-hmm.
breaking. Well, no, there wasn't. She was just narrating
She
the whole
was
time.
talking to the camera.
I don't remember her
She
talking to the
literally
camera.
did it in the last scene.
Oh yeah, that was it. She winked
She
to the
did it
camera and that's
another
it.
time. It was all in cars. Whenever she was in the car, she would look straight at the camera and be like, "You know that, right?" God.
I don't know. I just don't. I was expecting some kind of tie-in with the next Suicide Squad movie, but that never happened.
No, I think that they're just gonna let James Gunn reinvent their franchise.
Which is
Yeah,
fine.
hopefully it works out for him.
Oh well, that's all I gotta say
Yeah,
about it.
me too.
Birds of Prey, 5 out of
6
10
out
for
of 10
me.
for me.
I'd rather, I'd rather, I don't know. I'd rather watch something better. I don't know. What's out in
I
theaters
don't
right now?
know.
What's that Gretel and Hansel movie? I want to
I
see
don't know.
that.
I'd rather watch. I'm not gonna see this again.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah.
No.
I shit on
I don't
Joker.
know.
This is way better, way worse, way worse than Joker. God, can you imagine if I said way better? People would just tear me apart.
Yeah. I'm sure there's people out there that have an
Yeah,
opinion.
I'm sure there is. I'm really interested to see what
Um,
Porter thinks.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens. That's all I gotta
yeah.
say
Well,
about it.
I guess that's all for us this week. We'll be back on Monday. Bye.
All right. Bye.